Hi, I'm Valerie,
And I'm Taylor.
and welcome to
Whimsy gossip
where we talk all things fantasy.
and our favorite ways to escape reality.
Today's episode,
It's just a little episode, and we're going to be chatting and giving our predictions for Crescent City. Um, because while we've read ACOTAR and we've read Throne of Glass, we've yet to read Crescent City, and it's like the last one
it's the
before.
last one.
Actually, it is the second to last one because
Well,
Sarah J. Maas just released. Sorry, this is going to be releasing in like a month from now. So, but Sarah J. Maas just released that there is going to be a fourth book series coming out. Um, and I think someone rumored something called Twilight of the Gods. I think that is like the series name. And I'm wondering if it is these gods that we hear all about in Throne of Glass. And we're going to be, you know, learning all about these gods and getting a bit
that
more
would be
information.
so freaking cool. Like,
Right? Like the
so
death
freaking
gods,
cool.
oh my gosh, if it's the death god,
Well, I
if
feel
it's the
like,
death gods, no, if it's the death gods, I will get my story on the bone carver. You remember how I wanted that
also,
novella?
yes, you're right.
If
Yes,
I will get
yes.
my novella on the bone carver and the weaver, if it is the
I
death
feel
god.
like this series being a series about the gods or
Mhm,
whatever, so totally freaking checks with Crescent City 3 coming out on the 31st, which everyone is rumoring that it is going to be like the whole multiverse kind of coming together, or
mhm,
At least ACOTAR. And I think if in Crescent City 3, it does get revealed that everybody in this multiverse, that all of their cauldron-esque or whatever stuff, the lock, everything, or whatever's in Crescent City all stems from these gods, and then we get the gods book series, that would make sense. That would make so much sense.
so much sense.
So much sense. It's like, okay, here we go. I just revealed to you, like, this is why everyone's connected. This is why powers and all this, whatever. Now let me tell you about them gods. Ooh,
I'm telling you that's what it's gonna be. I know
that's
that's what it's gonna be. It's just
that
Sarah
has to
is
be what it's gonna
just
be.
yeah, that just makes the most sense. Like we've
Yeah.
learned about the gods, we've heard all about the gods for how many books now? And like the mother and the cauldron, like the mother is definitely a god. She's not like the
Has
mother.
to be. Has
She's
to
the god.
be.
She's a
Like,
god. She's like Mother Nature, maybe.
Amryn
I don't
was
know.
some sort of god thing as well.
Hmm.
Like, all of it is going to be so connected, and like, oh my god, that's going to be so cool. And I hope that there's like hints to that in this. Like, I hope that we find more of those like Easter eggs that connect everything in like Crescent City. But
Hmm.
welcome to season 3 of Whimsy Gossip,
Oh,
guys.
let me get my
This
book.
is going to be a Crescent City journey right off the bat. We do have other things planned for the season, but welcome to the world of Crescent City. We finally made it. It's insane. Oh my God, look at that. Beautiful. She's ready. We're ready.
We're ready.
I
We
am so
are ready.
excited to dive into this. Like, all I know about Crescent City before we even get into like the synopsis is like, I know the main character is Bryce. So we have another lead female character again.
Hmm.
I know that the city is modern. So it's like modern day, which is why people think it's kind of weird and they're not really used to it. And I know that there's like a guy named Hunt in it.
Yeah.
And who's the other guy? There's another guy, like Rune,
So I know
Rune,
that there's
but I don't
Bryce.
know anything about them.
So I know there's a girl named Bryce. Just because like it's hard with all the cosplayers and stuff, like not to get spoiled by certain things. Um, but I know there's a girl named Bryce, and that's our main character. I know she has like a best friend named Danica, and Bryce
Oh,
is
okay.
apparently like a party girl and super fun, and Danica is like her
I can get down
BFF.
with that.
And and then Hunt, only because everyone was freaking the heck out about it, is apparently Bryce's mate because SJM confirmed it. And then
Mm.
Rune, I've heard, is like someone who looks incredibly similar to Rhysand down to the purple eyes. He's a Damati. Everyone was telling me like They think that he is Rhysand's sister's son.
Oh,
And I know that there's like shapeshifters in this world too, and there's still magic, but there's
okay.
more magical beings. Like there's vampires, there's werewolves, there's shifters, there's the fae,
Oh, wow.
um,
There's a lot going
there's
on.
witches. There's like so much
Ooh,
more.
witches again? Okay.
Yeah, from what I've heard, there's like so much more than just like what
I
we
will
have in
say
like Akatar and
too,
Throne of
like, the
Glass.
covers on these, like,
Yeah,
very, very different than what the Throne of Glass series had, and, like, the ACOTAR covers, like, I feel like the Crescent City covers are just so much more involved, like, they just took way more detail
let
and,
me
like,
see.
I don't know, just the covers are so different.
So the cover for Hi Honey. Interesting, interesting. So
But if you look at the ACOTAR covers, like, they're not nothing like this.
no,
Like,
but
these covers are very
right
detailed.
off the bat, only because we read Throne of Glass, do you see in the middle of the lady has a lock with something pouring out of the lock? I don't know if because I'm still hooked on Throne of Glass.
Yeah, and it looks like a keyhole
Yeah, like a
underneath the
lock.
moon. It looks like a keyhole, yeah, like a lock around her neck.
Yeah.
That's super cool, and there's a serpent on here. There's a
Oh, okay, so
raven.
I'm looking at yours. So this cover, like the Barnes& and Noble exclusives, I have both copies. I have the same one you have, and then I have the Barnes& and Noble exclusive.
As you
It
should.
has this one doesn't have the moon on it. So I can see a bit more, I
Ah,
think.
okay.
But I'm noticing a crow. I'm noticing it looks like a coliseum in the background, like pillars are
Mhm.
following and crumbling. It looks kind of similar in the
Yeah.
other one too. Let's see, what else do we see in here? Hmm. A crescent symbol for like Crescent City, I'm assuming.
It's very interesting. Like I said, the covers are just way more detailed than the Throne of Glass or the ACOTAR covers, and I
Yeah.
wonder why, but I mean, I don't really know.
Well, I know
Um,
Bryce has red hair, so I wonder if this is supposed to be Bryce on the front cover because the next cover is
like, she
blue.
must have some sort of every female character, like, has some sort of speciality to her. So I wonder what is Bryce gonna be Bryce's, like, special thing, you know? Like, Farah was, like, the first maid fae, and then she had powers from every High Lord, and then Selena Aelin was the heir to Terrasen and, like, the queen that was promised. So what the heck is Bryce's thing gonna be, you know? Like, everyone seems to
Um,
have some sort of special thing.
yeah. I wish I knew a bit more. Oh, okay. Well, she's half Fae because I just opened up to the front cover and it says half Fae Bryce Quinlan. Um,
Yeah. So, but, one more
mhm.
thing, before we get into the synopsis. Um, have you people talk to you about how this book is really hard to read and hard to get into?
Yes.
So many people, like my coworkers who have sped through Agatar, sped through Throne of Glass, have both struggled to get into this book. And a lot of the reviews have been like, the world building is just too much.
Mhm.
It's so slow. I'm so confused. I read half of it and I don't understand. So I am a little worried about that, but I'm also like so excited and so committed to this journey that I don't even care. I feel like I'm going to be able to get through. What do you
Yeah,
think?
my friend D had said like the world building is definitely different, but at the same time, D also said this was like amazing. And she also told me like you can't say, in her opinion, you can't compare Akatar to Throne of Glass to Crescent City. She's like, they are all standalone on their own, in their own right, phenomenal
Hmm.
books. And she's like, don't go into reading this book trying to compare it to Akatar or Throne of
Yeah.
Glass. Go into reading it as a blank slate new series. Cause she said,
That's
the
so
world
hard
building,
though.
it is so hard. She said, but the world building is like definitely difficult. She also told me it's a murder mystery.
Okay.
And you know what?
Ooh.
Your girl loves some true crime. I listen to Crime Junkie all the time. I also listened, bless you,
Oh, thank you.
bless you. Crime Junkie and Serialously by Annie Elise are my two favorite true crime podcasts. So I'm such a like true crimer that I can't wait because like if this is like a murder mystery, I feel like I'm gonna probably really enjoy
I'm
it.
so excited. And
Yeah.
also, I'm wearing my Property of Tamlin shirt just to get things started for the season, but also because I have a new set. I don't know if you guys are watching, if you've noticed. I actually have two bookshelves now, and I'm working on building the set right now. So hopefully, by the time you see me again, there'll be even more stuff on here. But I was like, new spring court look. Gotta support the spring court shirt. All right.
Yay.
Wanted to read your synopsis on, do you want to
Yes.
use the same book as me? So maybe it's the same one, just so I can follow
Well,
along at first.
okay, I think it's the same. It looks like the same synopsis is the same. Yeah, it's the same.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. It's late at night.
It's always
It's
late.
late at night. I'm very sleepy. I worked all day and I had my husband's company's Christmas party and it's like almost 10:30 at night right now and it's been a long one. Um okay. Half fae, half human, Bryce Quinlan loves her life. Every night is a party and Bryce is going to savor all the pleasures of Lunatheon. How do you say that? Is that right?
Yours is different than mine.
It's the same one as this one.
I know, but it's mine synopsis is just different.
Okay.
Mine
Well, we'll
starts
read
with
both.
Bryce Quinlan. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll
Doesn't
read
say
both.
halfway. Yeah.
Okay. Would you say Lunatheon? I don't know. Okay, so what'd you say?
Just go
Half
with it. We
Fae.
butchered everything in Crescent. We butchered everything in Throne of Glass, so it's
We
fine.
did. Okay. Half Fae, half human, Bryce Quinlan loves her life. Every night is a party, and Bryce is going to savor all the pleasures of Lunatheon, also known as Crescent City, has to offer. But then a brutal murder shakes the very foundation of the city, and Bryce's world comes crashing down. 2 years later, Bryce still haunts the city's most notorious nightclubs, seeking only oblivion now, trying to put the past behind her when the murderer attacks again, and an infamous fallen angel, Hunt Athalar, is assigned to watch her every footstep. Bryce knows she can't forget any longer. As Bryce and Hunt fight to unravel the mystery, the threads they tug ripple through their underbelly of the city, across wearing continents and down to the deepest levels of hell, where things that have been sleeping for millennia are beginning to stir. Hold up. Hunt
Ooh.
is a fallen angel?
That's hot. All right, let me read
Yeah, it
mine and
is.
then we'll get into that because I do have one thought though, right off the bat as you were reading that. The murder mystery, why would she be so messed up about it? Unless it was
What was
somebody
that?
that died. Somebody died close to her.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Why else would she care? Why else would it rock her world?
Sister, mother.
Something, somebody close to her got murdered, and
Yeah.
that's why she cares so much. Okay. Bryce Quinlan had the perfect life, working hard all day and partying all night, until a demon murdered her closest friends. Well, there you go. Okay. There you go. Until a demon murdered her closest friends, leaving her, I guess, sad. I don't know, bereft. I can't read. Wounded and alone. When the accused is behind bars, but the crime starts up again, Bryce finds herself at the heart of the investigation. She'll do whatever it takes to avenge their deaths. So I guess somebody's wrongly accused. It's House of Earth and Blood, right? Crescent City.
No, so it's not wrongly, oh yeah, wrongly accused, but it said friends like plural.
Yeah, but I'm reading the right book, right? It's House of Earth and Blood is the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just because my synopsis is just so much different than yours. Like it's more detailed. But yeah, it says until a demon murdered her closest friends. When the accused is behind bars, but the crimes start up again. So it's multi murders.
Yeah.
Bryce finds herself at the heart of the investigation. She'll do whatever it takes to avenge their deaths. Hunt is a notorious fallen angel, which is so cool. Now
I already love
enslaved,
him.
now enslaved to the archangels he at once attempted to overthrow. His brutal skills and incredible strength have been set to one purpose: to assassinate his boss's enemies. No questions asked. Ooh, morally gray? But with a demon wrecking havoc in the city, he's offered an irresistible deal. Help Bryce find the murderer, and his freedom will be within reach. I can't read. And his freedom will be within reach. As Bryce and Hunt dig deep into Crescent City's underbelly, they discover a dark power that threatens everything and everyone they hold dear. And they find in each other a blazing passion, one that could set them both free if they'd only let it. Ooh. With unforgettable characters, sizzling romance, and page turning suspense, this richly inventive new fantasy series by Sarah J. Maas delves into the heartache of loss, the price of freedom, and the power of love. Dare I say, this synopsis sounds way cooler than Throne of Classes.
Yeah. Okay, hear me out. So I was just like
What?
flipping through trying to find the map.
Don't flip through
Did
and
you
find
look at the
Nehemia.
map? No, no. Did you find the map?
Mm, let me see. Oh, also on the inside, it's not red anymore. That picture
Really? What is
on the
it?
hardcover. This is the hardcover, so maybe that's why my synopsis is different.
Maybe.
Um, it's on color, so like
Oh.
the lock, there's fire shooting from the necklace. But it still looks like a heart shape with a lock in the middle. It's just so cool looking. Everything's in color now.
So
Oh my god. Okay, let me look at the map. Where's the map? There's the map. Wait, that's okay.
this one,
Luthanon. The
Lunathon?
circle. It's a circle, right? With a city
Yes.
wall. So there's that's interesting. There's a wall. It's like all in a
And it
circle.
looks like kind of like a 5-point star, kind of like hell, like a
Mm-hmm.
demonic thing. Um, it resembles it at least.
Yeah,
The
and they
bone
have like
quarter, I see
literally.
that.
If you look at two, there's only 4 roads in and out of the city.
Yeah. The rose gate, the bone quarter.
This is so
Okay. So if
interesting.
you go to the next page, it says the four houses of Midgard, and it says House of Earth and Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it just
House
says
of
like
Sky
a
and Breath.
House of Many Waters. What book is that? Because I've not seen that
That's
yet.
gonna come after Flame and Shadow, I guess,
Yeah,
right? Because
because
Sky
I
and
guess
Breath is
Flame
number
and Shadow
2.
is right there.
But I wonder, it's weird because Sky and Breath is number 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so was Many
Flame
Waters
and
supposed to
Shadow
come
is
next? But was Many Waters supposed to come next and she changed her mind?
maybe that's coming afterwards. I'm
No, I
excited
know it's coming
because
after, but the way that she did this, like she
yeah.
did this in order, like House and Blood came that was
Well,
number
I don't
1,
think this is
2.
no, this isn't like the book order.
I know, but it is until those last 2.
Yeah, this is like the Midgard, so this is the world. I guess the
I
houses I'm
know.
predicting, like this is maybe the house like so we're gonna learn. I guess the House of Earth and Blood has shifters, humans, witches, ordinary animals, and many others who Cathona, I don't know, Sathona calls, as well as some chosen by Luna. House of Sky and Breath has Malachim, angels, ooh, Fae, elementals, sprites, and those who are blessed by Solus, along with some favored by Luna. House of Many Waters, very excited for that one. River spirits, myrrh, water beasts, nymphs, kelpies, Nox, and other watched over by
Oh my god,
oh
this is so
Genets.
fun.
And
There's
then
so many things.
I know I'm trying to like get everything in my brain. House of Flame and Shadow, Daemonici, Demonici, I don't know, reapers, wraiths, vampires, Draki, dragons, necromancers, and many wicked and unnamed things that even Erd herself cannot see. Sprites were kicked out of their
Ooh.
house as a result of their participation in the fall and are now considered lowers, though many of them refused to accept this. I think that was important to read because she wouldn't put it in there. So
And
someone is a
sprites,
sprite.
yeah, and sprites. are in Sky and Breath, so I'm sure we'll learn more about them in book 2.
Yeah.
But
But not even like
obviously
I think these are just like the
obviously
Go ahead.
yeah. No, no, go ahead. You're fine.
I think this is like explaining Midgard because I guess that's where this all takes place on. So maybe how we have Prithian and maybe we have the courts. Maybe we
Mhm.
have these are the houses or the courts. Kind of like in the spring court, you would find X, Y, and Z. In the summer court, you would find X, Y, and Z. You know, and then maybe these are kind of like the courts.
Yeah, but it's also interesting that only 2 of the houses are Luna's mentioned, yet the whole Crescent City is named Lunatheon or whatever.
Let me see the map again.
So are there only 2 houses that live within Crescent City?
Maybe.
Because I see Luna's temple is there.
Well, I wonder if
And look, you
Lunatheon
can see
is
Bryce's old house. Bryce's old house is on here.
Istros
She lived near the
River.
river.
Hmm. So I wonder if Lunatheon is a whole place, but maybe the houses were like subdivisions and they're kind of like the rulers, like the House of Earth and Blood rules and like they answer to the shifters, like or the shifters, the humans, witches, and ordinary animals, and many other who they call da, 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 all answer to House of Sky and Blood or Earth and Blood. And then
You know
like
what?
the
Yeah, you know what also would be cool? Like if Crescent City is like in America,
mhm,
or like if anybody's ever seen Legend of Korra, like um I forgot what the city's called, but like where you have like the different Fire Nation, Water Nation, blah blah blah. But then in Legend of Korra, Avatar Aang brought all of them into one city
mhm.
and they had to like
That's what I
learn how
think
to
it
like
kind of
all get
is.
along. Okay, so then that'd be
Oh,
super cool.
but I think they're like houses, like they answer to each house, like almost like a political affiliation, but not really. But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely possible. That's definitely probable too. But it also would be cool if they all have like their own areas within Midgard, and Crescent
Yeah.
City is like a hub where like people like in America, you know how we have like all the immigrants, like
Oh
everyone
yeah,
just
like a
came here with
melting
a
pot.
melting pot. Like Crescent City is like a melting pot city of all the houses and all these people.
That would be kind of cool.
I don't know. Yeah. And but the houses are still there because like in this map, you don't see like house of whatever. You
No.
know? But we also said it says
So,
4 houses of Midgard. What is Midgard? You don't this isn't a map of Midgard. So that
well,
makes me feel like it's
Midgard, so
bigger than
like
just here.
when I think of Midgard, I think of Thor.
Yeah.
So like I think of
That's
that's
true.
Midgard, that's a whole like town, like the whole place. Like you have to go to like, there's like its own like world, I guess. Midgard is like its own world, I imagine, kind of like, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
I
why and
mean,
I
so
keep thinking
my
of like Midgard worm and I'm like, did the worm come from Midgard? Did Amarantha get
my
this worm?
yeah, my theory, my standing theory for this, the purposes of this is that Midgard is a larger place. And then these are like where people live, like different territories, and then Crescent City is a melting pot. Yeah, that's
Okay.
my theory. What's yours?
My theory is Midgard is again kind of like that, but Midgard is like the land, like the planet, like an Earth almost. Like Midgard is where everyone is located. Kind of like we
Mm,
hear like Prithian and like well, but not even just Prithian. I think Crescent City is more the Prithian. And then
okay.
like Midgard is like the world, but I think the House of Earth and Blood and the houses are essentially like their representations and they're kind of like I guess like pockets that people fall into like so there is some sort of and there's probably like a leader of each house. Like each house has, like a representative that they have to like
Yeah.
answer to, so to speak.
Yeah.
And that
Definitely.
they'll deal like punishments out for each house. And there's maybe like angst among certain houses because of the
Okay.
certain kind of creatures and people that are part of those houses, and that like Bryce is going to be the one that has some sort of power to unite all the houses.
Mm. Okay. Like that. Because it looks like her house is what the second book is called, which is also interesting. Um,
She's half fae,
that's
half
interesting.
human, right? Or is she half human? Did it say that?
Yeah, she's half fae, half human. Your synopsis said that.
So that means that she would fall under House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky and Breath. So she'd be
Mm.
half of each of those. And then,
That I wonder how that's gonna play into it.
and Hunt is a fallen angel. So he falls
So
into House of Sky and Breath.
oh my god, I love him so much already. He just sounds
So do
so
I.
cool.
I already
Like,
love
does he
him.
have he's a fallen angel, does he have wings?
Yeah, I think he has like big black feathered wings, and I'm
Oh,
obsessed already
good.
because I've
I'm
seen the
so
fan art.
I literally I don't know, like, I feel like every time I see Crescent City stuff, I either just scroll or I'm confused or I just try to get away
Fried
from it.
chicken.
Like, I try not to look at it, you know? But
I'm not gonna lie, shout out to Bryce Q on TikTok. She is like who I see as Bryce. It's
mm,
like Lunathan's It Girl or something is her like at symbol. She is like who I see as Bryce Quinlan. And my gosh, like I am no better than a man the way I look at this woman because she is stunning. So stunning. I'm obsessed with
yes.
her. She's gorgeous. And so I always watch her content because I'm always like, if it's like spoiler stuff, I try not to. But like I will always watch her content. Like she has this one scene where she's walking apparently, and we all know like she sees Resand at some point because it's kind of all been spoiled. You and I both knew that.
Yeah,
Um
we
at the
saw the
end of the
spoiler.
second book.
Yeah, Sarah
Um
J. Maas posted it.
what was that?
I follow SJM and she posted like the little thing or the promo with somebody posted the candle and they turned it on
Oh
that little
yeah.
promo. The promo. Yeah.
Um but what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I apparently she's like walking the walls of the hewn city or something like that, and she's like walking through hewn city like, and she's in this like sheer black long dress and just like a bra and underwear on, and I was just like underneath, and I was like, this is Bryce is supposed to be like curves, voluptuous, like just like a no fucks given attitude. From what I've gotten from Bryce Q on TikTok, that's the
That's the
vibe she's
energy, bad
giving.
bitch
That's
energy.
bad bitch energy. Yes. Like I will cut a bitch energy.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
why
I'm
that is not
interested.
my energy at all.
No.
I love her for it.
I'm excited. Oh my
Yeah.
God. It says bound by blood, tempted by desire, unleashed
Ooh.
by destiny.
Bound by blood. Bound to her house by blood.
Tempted by desire.
Hunt. He's Faye.
He's an angel.
Yeah. Sorry. But then the same house as the
Unleashed
Fae.
by destiny. Obviously, she has to fulfill some sort of prophecy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her destiny. Or like I guess when her and Hunt like go on this murder mystery, they find out you said stuff like underneath or something or gets unleashed or like
Yeah.
ancient stuff gets unleashed, which is also so
Something comes out.
interesting. And I just feel like, God, I really wish that these were different points in time so badly. Because if it was just stacked so layered like that, like Akatar
Yeah.
and then Throne of Glass and then Crescent City, like to be able to uncover and then if they could like travel through time, that would just be so much cooler than like the multiverse thing, I think. I'm
Do you
still
want to know
like
what I'm going to
reeling.
do when I'm done reading the third book?
Of Crescent City?
Yes.
What?
I'm going to do an Akatar reread. I am fiending for it. Can I just
I
tell
don't know
you,
what we're gonna do.
I'm fiending for an Akatar reread in the worst way, only because after chapter 54, I've had so many people who've like read the series a while ago are coming back to it, and they're like, "Hi." After our fan film premiere the other day, have like literally been messaging me. My one friend, Brittany, she stopped reading after Akamath, yeah, and she paused and she was like, I just need to, she's in school and stuff. And so she just went to our premiere not even a week ago, and she just texted me today and she was like, okay, I need to get back into this. Like it totally like brought
Yeah.
her back, and she's like, I know I'm in school right now, but fuck it kind of attitude.
Yeah.
And so many other people are like, hi, like I like they love the characters and they love the story, but they read it so long ago and they were like, we forgot how good chapter 54 and that whole speech is. And they were like, we need to go back. We need to go read it again. And then like they've been texting me little bits and pieces like, oh my gosh, like here reading it all over again and the feeling of reading it again and their story, and it's just something so special. And I just feel like, granted, I did read it recent enough, but I haven't read like Akawar recently enough,
Yeah, I
and Silver
haven't,
Flames.
like I've been thinking about that too, like, I've been
I
thinking
miss
about pulling it
it.
back up, yeah, because I just feel like there's so much that I don't remember, and even as, like, we were playing Cards Against Prithian at the after party from the
Mhm.
premiere, like, I was just like, "Oh my god, did that really did that happen? That happened? Wait, what? Who?" And, like, all these different theories and all these different Easter eggs, and I feel like having now finished Throne of Glass, going back and reading at guitar and then or and after reading this, I don't know, we're just gonna be able to, like, hopefully weave more things together and,
Mhm.
like, continue to make some more predictions, but yeah, I miss it. I miss it. I miss
I
Rhysand, like, I love
Dude,
him.
I do too, and he's not even my favorite Bat Boy.
I wanna
I
also
think
re-fall in love with Cassian because, like, I
yes.
feel like I was very much with you on that, and then more time that's passed, I just don't remember him as much because Silver Flames I didn't really like. So I was like really liking Cassian and Akamav and Akawar.
All right, guys. Well, my computer died, so my audio sounds a little bit funny. But we're just going to wrap up this little bonus episode. Any final thoughts or predictions for Crescent City, Tay?
Um, nope. No, I don't have any final thoughts besides the fact that I like what I said earlier. I think, I think Bryce is going to be the one to like bring all the houses together and have some sort of like power, and she's going to be like the chosen one or something to bring all the houses together and whatnot. And I'm curious to see what her power is. If she has power. Well, she's Fae.
She's
I don't
half,
know.
so
Half Fae. Like a demi Fae, like in Throne of Glass.
she's like
I
Aelin.
wonder, yeah, like I wonder what level of demi Fae she is. Hmm.
I'm most excited to get to know Hunt.
Oh, yeah. I already like him. I already love him.
Like, I don't know who this Rune guy is, but I'm already in love with Hunt.
Am I gonna? No. No. I was gonna say, am I gonna love Hunt more than Cassian? No. No. No, no, no. Silly me. Silly me.
Well, it depends on whose wingspan is bigger. I'm just kidding.
Wingspan matters.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, anyway, I mostly just wanted to do this little bonus episode with you so we could look back after we read these and figure out if we got something right or not. So
Okay.
I'm real excited about it.
So excited. Also, sorry for the poor video quality if you're watching on my end today. My ring light decided it just didn't want to turn on today.
We are going
So,
into season three really strong, guys, but don't worry. We will be, well, when this comes out, hopefully we have had merch sales and we will be able to upgrade our equipment to bring you better quality. But until then, this is where we are. And we love you guys for sticking with us no matter what we sound like or look like.
yes.
All right. Well,
Ditto to that.
I cannot wait to dive into this. I'm going to start reading it immediately because we have a lot to get through and a lot to film before season three begins. So,
Absolutely. We'll be able to finish this. This is not that bad. This is doable.
Eee,
This will be easy peas.
800 pages of just pure joy.
Can't wait. All right. Bye,
All right.
guys.
I love you. Oh, yeah. And
Love you.
everybody
Oh,
follow us everywhere at Whimsy
on
Gossip,
TikTok,
Instagram,
YouTube,
Spotify.
and anywhere else you can get your streaming podcasts.
All right. I love you, Taylor. I will
Love
catch
you
you
all.
later. Bye,
Bye, guys.
guys.